trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said, take the candy out my mouth. I said I'm walking down, cough drop, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking now, the cane's gonna trip me up. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey John, hey. Hi everybody. Thank you for coming on the after dinner walk this evening. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Like John says in the chat, like, comment, share. And get your mats. You're going to stretch out. Get your weights. You're going to pump up. Get your chair. You're going to do some chair exercises. Line up if you're walking wall to wall. Stand up if you're walking in place. Jump on your bikes. Start your treadmill. Before we start, let me put this mint to the side. Sometimes coming down here before the walk, I be sipping water, but I don't want to go to the bathroom in between the walk. But look, I'll be watching the time. Ha ha! Yes! Jersey rinses. My daughter knows how to tighten the tread on the walk. The guy taught her. Thanks for the love. The guy taught her how to do it. He didn't show me. I was 65 at the time, and she was in her early 40s. So he had more to gain by showing her stuff and not so much to gain by showing me. But she know how to do it. So that's why we're not walking tomorrow. Thanks. We're not going to walk tomorrow or Monday. So if something happens, she got to go somewhere, she got to do something, there's plenty of time for her to tighten up the old girl so I can stop holding on. The death grip. All right, let's start her. Thank you for coming on the walk. Yeah, child. That's an old saying. A house doesn't have to fall on my head for me to get the message. Or the other way, a house has to fall on their heads for them to get the message. But in our case, I didn't even check cameras. Like I said, I'll give you those minutes back. Hey, thanks. In our case, the house done fell. The house has fallen on our head. Crushed us. Our feet ain't even underneath the house like in the Wizard of Oz. They crushed all our toes and everything. Yes. So now we can clearly see that we need a political party. Everything in this millennium is numbers. Like I learned from this YouTube thing. You're manipulated by numbers. When you get to a certain point, in order to go further, you got to pay for those numbers. I didn't know that. But you reach that point, and that's when your videos don't start going so far, and the Allegheny gories and stuff. But numbers is a big thing. So why isn't it a big thing for us? I know. I can clearly know. It's like I can see it myself. Well over 5 million African Americans voted. But we won't see the power because we don't see the numbers. The Democratic Party took it and shoved it to the side. They said, we got them Republicans. Put that orange shit-stained criminal in. Now, some people don't mind. They think it's great. And they can't understand why the big deal. Why make it such a big deal. I've always wanted. I didn't know it was political influence then, but then I wanted to see more people like me, especially in political positions. So I was always on the lookout. And then I started questioning why. So I started, why? Well, you can't be a criminal. You can't be a convicted felon. And then I remember the activists in the 60s, Black Panthers and stuff saying, and I don't want to get this stuff, but anyway, saying that they thrown us in jail to keep us from voting. Then just to turn around and see an orange, shit-stained, failed businessman, failed marriage man, failed human being with a conviction, 36 convictions. I said, oh, wait a minute now. Here, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They said you can't be that if you have convictions. They've been telling black people that all. But obviously, that's just a black people telling. This white construct, honey, said you can do anything and we'll put you in. But I'm not with the white construct. And I don't want to vote with the white construct no more because I see what they did to my vote. I want to see where my votes are. So, with another political party, we can see our numbers. We can see the women's numbers for our political party. We can see the LGBTQ numbers for our political party. And when we have votes around the country, we can see our numbers because the numbers are might. And that's why the Democrat, Republican, the white construct, they worked it out a long time ago with LBJ, and they never gave us the right to vote. The Constitution did. All they did was stop these ignorant, as clearly you can see, European Africans from attacking us when we did vote. And that's taken care of. But with a political party to represent blacks, browns, women, LGBTQ, disabled, old, because honey, this white construct, I am still Aunt Jemima, and they still stomping me. So, until we can turn to them and say under those numbers, under that political party, here are our numbers, then I ain't voting. No, Democrat, y'all done took my damn vote. Y'all ain't even act like I voted. But you never have. You never have. Because we can't say, oh, we got 7 million votes. And I know in the scheme of things, but they didn't teach it, I did. The meek shall inherit the earth. So, moving along. We need our own political party. And we know how to do it. We've just seen how it was done to this country. This is, I'm going to put it online, but what's between Mexico and Canada? Germany's America. Because they'll do anything. Because they want to rule the world. Look how him sitting there. Lying, swindling, shitting on himself, farting, pooping, senile piece of shit, but they just happy. They just want him to threaten the whole world. Our votes didn't want that. But you said, fuck our votes. Fuck you. Did I tell you? When I was living in Greenwich for the second time, I had a neighbor named Sonia. And one night we was in the backyard talking. And so, my voice, my chest is a little dry, but and Sonia said, she said, you know, I lived in an apartment in Portchester. And that was, Portchester was a lot of Hispanics. And they are heavy under the white construct, which of course you have to hate black people. And so, so Sonia used to put out her garbage and different things like that, and the woman didn't like her. Because they've already been taught we're demons, da 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 blah 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 bee 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 bee. So Sonia said she wouldn't take her garbage out. She put it out in the hall, she wouldn't take it. So when Sonia called her, she said, you know, why are you not taking out my garbage? And the woman said, you black bitch, you put it out yourself. But just the black bitch. So that's what the Democrats said to black people, all those millions of votes. It was millions and millions of them. But we won't know because the black construct will, the white construct will never give you the numbers. Never. Never. You have to have your own political party and see how the votes come at you and where. It's demographics and all this kind of stuff. But that has to be filtered through a political party. So, I'm going to be sending out an email checking with the Congressional Black Caucus. Y'all still want to sit there and have these Democrats shit on our millions of votes? Not a couple of hundred. I said over 5,000. Over 5 million votes. But we can't see the number. We can't see how strong we are because we're under the Democrats. And they say, this is our Democratic power. No, bitch. Because an African American VP would have never rushed to break the Constitution. Would never rush to hand anything over to that criminal felon. Because we know that being a criminal felon, we couldn't get anywhere. So we would shut his ass down right away. That's how they can tell the difference between African Americans and other black people. Hey, thanks for the love. Or the 100. So, and I want to tell you before I forget, I finally realized who the megas were. The old black mega people. And I ain't mad. And once I tell y'all, you ain't gonna be mad either. I can't wait to roller skate because I want to meet and roller skate with old people my age because they're there. They take care of themselves, they diet, they exercise. But I know friends that are alive that's my age or close to it. They already at 5 doctor's appointments a month. As they said, if it's not one thing, it's another. They have to interact with the mega doctors, the mega nurses, the mega ambulance drivers, the mega pharmaceuticalists, the mega dialysis nurses, the mega nurses, especially if you here up here in the Northeast. That's all you're going to be around. So, I understand you when I hear you say you voted for a convicted felon. Because you are going to megas for help. You can't insult them people. That needle that was meant for your vein will go into a blank space. You know when they're giving you that insulin or that shot and they turn that needle up and they have to knock the air out? If you ain't mega, they probably won't knock the air out. And you know that they'll never blame the mega nurse, the mega doctor, the mega none of them. Because it's the white construct. It's something you did that you brought on yourself. So I understand it. Stand up and voice for your mega. Make sure your doctor hear it. Make sure your mega doctor hear it. Make sure your mega nurse hear it. Your mega receptionist, because then she'll put you in at a good spot. Make sure you make an ambulance driver. You make everything. Because you know you walking in these buildings, especially if you're up here, where sometimes you're the only African and a black person in the whole building. So you can't go in there talking a Democrat and the criminal. You can't. They will poison you. And I understand that now. So no, I'm not mad at you, black megas. You didn't survive by exercising and eating and resting. That you didn't do. But now you are in this position where you absolutely depend on the megas. Yeah, you better support them. When you get around your doctors, you better make sure, because it's the white construct, and the white construct is hating black people. You make sure to say, oh, so glad that brown woman didn't become president. And all the megas around will smile at you. You'll have no problem with the appointments. You will have no problem with anything. And that's what's been happening. And that's why you're sticking with the mega. And I say, go ahead. For you, it's a matter of life and death. Me, they've been all megas to me a long time ago. That's why I've been working out at the gym, exercising, and resting. I was like, no, I can't let them ghouls get a hold of me. They done already poisoned me for over 25 years. They go to the dentist. Only got to take 6 pills, maybe buy 30, and then at the end started accusing me. And in the beginning I was saying, if I only got 6 pills, why can't I only buy 6 pills? And because it was a scheme between the doctors, the pharmaceutical companies, and the dentists, they said no. So you had to pay to go to the doctor. Then you had to go take the prescription to the pharmacy and pay for 30 pills. Then you went to the dentist, pre-medicate with 3, medicate afterwards with 3, and then you're left there with 24 pills because you ain't going back to next year. So I understand y'all. You're darn skippy. Don't piss off that person that's writing that prescription for you. You better tell them that you love that orange filling piece of shit so much that you dream of a world where there's only a lot of him. And you will be taken care of very nicely. Tell them. You're glad that brown woman could see, this is how black people become white. The white construct is hating black people. So even black people can hate black people and they're put you whites. And you just say, I don't even know what's wrong with these brown people. And black people think they can get somewhere. White people just rule. Honey, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Not only are you protected, you will be held at the highest esteem in all your doctor's appointments and in the hospital and everywhere. They're just so happy that you know the white construct of European Africans being superior, godlike. But hell, you don't want your medicine to get messed up. So I ain't mad at you. No, I ain't mad at you. I kept asking you to exercise and eat and take care of yourself since I was in my 30s. And y'all know, if you look at this show, you know who I'm talking about. Can't none say I'm lying. Can't none. But they wouldn't do it. So now they're all fat, trying to figure out the insulin shot, and they haven't figured out eating habits, eating times, nothing like that, because they don't exercise. But that don't mean they should be on life. And if they don't conform to the white construct, they will be on life. So just go around, you know. Uncle Ruckus. But Uncle Ruckus was an old man. He stayed alive. They protected him. Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks. Aaron McGregor. So, they'll never come over. Because right now, everything for them is in power. Like I said, last year, when I went to my yearly doctor's appointment, I walked into the office and I saw a black doctor. I almost fell over. I was like, what? When did he get here? What happened? What happened? What happened? So, if you ain't got him, the black doctor, where you can just be yourself, because he look at you as grandma, so you ain't got to go putting on your white construct dances. He's an African American, black, brown. There's a modicum of respect for old people that he possesses. Not a lot. But enough to save your life. Enough to save your life. So, we need our own political party just to count our own numbers. And how offended you can really be when you find out you put in 4 or 5 million votes into the Democratic Party And they said, fuck you. We're going to bow down to a convicted felon. And you said, wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. You said convicted felons can't. They can't. That's why y'all been throwing us in jail, ruining our lives, our business, our homes, blocking us, making sure we did the chain gang. And now, all of a sudden, somebody from the chain gang is ruling this country. Somebody from the chain gang is ruling the country. But he's under the white construct. So what they're telling us is, we've said it before, there's two laws. One for the European American and one for the African American. And now you see clearly. They can do anything. You know how I think about the old mafias they used to put out there? And they said putting federal convictions on them, stop them, they would never even be able to get on the ballot. But the Germans, you remember 80 years ago? When they were saying, we beat the Germans, the America beat the Germans. Well, like Malcolm X said, with us, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. No, you didn't beat the Germans. The Germans beat you. And now this is Germany's America. That's why we need our own political party. And that's why I'm getting out my letters. I'm just querying. I just want to know. You always want to be a low-grade, no-count politician? Or do you want to be with a party that will count your votes, where we can see? We can raise money. What do they call it? Group thing? Oh, I had it in my head. Group financing or whatever. But hell, we can run enough YouTube channels to rake in the cash. TikTok channel. All the cash making channels. So getting money for a political party is not the problem. So I want to find out, was I the only one embarrassed when all our votes could not stop a criminal felon who should have never been a candidate to begin with, because they said we black African Americans could not be candidates if you're a convicted felon, walking ticket, driving ticket, honey. Child. But we don't need the house to fall on us. So I'm going to find out. Because I know I'm not the only one that says enough of this bullshit. We see you, Democratic Party. The connection that you and the Republicans have is the white construct. And that's to make sure that you always win and you always stay on top. And they say, oh, well, it's Obama. Obama's father was African from some Nigeria or some African country. His mother was a German living here in America, probably second generation German. Came here, and then when they kicked the queen out of Hawaii, they moved into Hawaii. That was another place black people couldn't get. The Mormons can go, the Scientology can go, the whole white construct could move to Hawaii. But for black people, it was hard. But you had to be in the service. Honey, we need our own political party so we can say, oh, looky here. We got about 10 million registered numbers. And you can look at them and say, get that orange fucking criminal from out of the Oval Office, or you're going to have problems. Real problems. Now, what do we have that political party? We have African Americans, right? African Americans, browns, blacks, browns, LGBTQ, women, disabled, and now since he opened the door, people who were incarcerated on federal charges but have served their time. And people who are just charged and convicted but not in jail can register with our political party and get your right to vote, because that orange bitch is sitting there in the White House. All right, let me do this. Ooh, that changes anything. So that's enough. That's 6 groups. I know that takes us up already to 100 million members, just with the groups I mentioned. Let them have the Germans. That's why I wrote my letter to Facebook. Orange shit stain, criminal, stay in your lane. You don't tell birthrights for African Americans. No, never. No, never. And Africans here in this country. No, never, bitch. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. He only been in this country 2 generations. He still don't know a lot of shit. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thanks for the love. And you see, that's what having our own political party would tell these folks that come here and say, oh, the white construct, all I gotta do is hate black people, I hate. No, the worst thing you can do is start hating black people, women, LGBTQ, disabled. That's the worst thing, because we'll have more force and power than the Democrat, Republican, the socialist, all that bullshit that let that orange shit stain sit in that Oval Office. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's when I want to get my letters. I want to see where you sit. Congressional Black Caucus and a few little, I just want to know where y'all fit. You're not in our jurisdiction. No, I'm going to you through the Congressional Black Caucus. I'm black. I want to know what y'all finna do. Y'all still want to be a lackey when at this time and age with social media in so many ways, you can easily have a political party for the people. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can tell you something, black and brown people. See the orange shit stain and his German Republican Party, they threatened Canada. Canada said, I'm putting y'all ass in the dark, and we're not in the dark. So apparently, that was a bluff. So, you see why we need a political party? That fucking con man can attack fucking Canada. And nothing. But then, he sent troops down to Mexico because they're brown. They don't like to admit it. And a woman is the president. And those are two things, the white construct, the orange shit stain, the German Republican Party, they hate, they will attack. That's why we need a political party. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. Yeah. Told Roosevelt, decades and decades. You have to be a fine, upstanding citizen. Only married once, never divorced. And that's not black people. Y'all can't stay married, so you can't be a candidate. You can't run the country. You can't be a political candidate. You can't have a political party. Lies. Y'all are now. Like, comment, share, tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and discuss with me. But I want to let y'all know I will not be walking tomorrow, which is Friday, and I will not be walking Monday because I do want to get these emails out because I want to know how these African American politicians feel about the Democrats literally taking our millions of votes and shoving it up our asses. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise with me. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Y'all have a good weekend now. And thanks for coming on the walk.